All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It is good to be here. Good to see everyone out there. And we have someone we haven't had in a while. Battle Bean. You want to get it started off right, brother?
All right. Good evening, good afternoon to everybody out there. It's good to see you guys all. I appreciate the invite. Not much on my front. Just wanted to come and say hi to all my friends. Oh, you want me to do the Pledge of Allegiance? All right, cool. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, awesome. Thank
Amen.
you, brother. How's that new job going?
Uh, yeah, it keeps me busy, man. Kind of crazy, but yeah, there's a lot of challenges every day, but just trying to get through it. And unfortunately, it does take a lot of my time, so that's why I don't get a chance to hear from you guys. But it's good seeing you guys all. I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely, man. Always good to have you. And someone else is trying to take your title, apparently. And that would be the bald one up there. What's going on, man? And he's on mute.
Uh, thanks for the invite. I'm gonna be MIA for about 10 minutes. I gotta make a quick phone call to my mom. But yeah, another week behind us, another week ahead of us. That's about it.
All right. Gene, what's going on, man? You got a new background. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I decided to do something a little different. Dedicate a spot in the house just for this instead of moving around all the time. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Love coming on, being here. Get to see Mr. Mario Mosen. Dang, it's been a while. Looking good. Look at that sexy mofo.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here a week. I'm here a week.
Jamie, what's going on, brother?
I said, thank you for having me, but I feel so inadequate around Mario and Val. It's just all this sexy madness going on around here. And to top off all the good looks is they're so modest and humble, right, Gene?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I didn't bring this up, man. It came to me, all right?
Hey, man, thanks for having me, Scotsman. I always appreciate look forward to visiting with everybody on Sunday nights.
Absolutely, man. I'm pretty sure it was Alan that started that with Battle Bean. So he's MIA right now. I'm not sure where he's at, but I know he said he was trying to get his computer going. So we'll bring Daniel in for a minute while we're waiting on Alan. What's going on, Daniel?
It's hard to be humble, isn't it?
Ah,
Yep. Hey, thanks for the temporary invite till
that's
Alan
right.
gets
You're the side
around.
chick, bro.
Yeah. I say I'm happy no matter where I'm at. I can make sarcastic remarks in the side chat live.
That's a
Just have
solid point, Daniel.
yeah,
You
just have some
can.
fun.
You can type just as fast as you can move your jaw.
I can type as fast as I can run. Real slow.
That hooked on phonics, man. I tell you.
Rich has been drinking again.
Oh boy, has he. Man, lay off that hard seltzer, Rich. Hillbilly will come and get you.
All right, Daniel. So you shot last weekend. So how'd that go, man?
The weekend before last time. Was it last weekend or the weekend before last?
I think it was last weekend, wasn't it?
Whatever. It was the first weekend of the month I shot. It would have been great if I would have stopped running past targets and not engaging them, you know. But then they add fail to engage time penalties, miss, and then they throw on the misses because you didn't even shoot them. But
Mhm.
hey, you know what? I had a good time. I accomplished what I wanted to. I didn't want to get disqualified. And I'm able to actually make it through the whole shoot without falling down. So,
And how did that cheap optic go on your JP? That
oh,
Val hates your cheap optic.
yeah. Well, let's see. The other night, I'm sitting there on the porch because there's been this raccoon coming out, digging holes in my garden, digging holes all around the goat pen and stuff. So I zapped that trash panda at 50 yards. It was running, so I got it with a body shot. The first one, it stopped, it stood up. Then I got it with a headshot on the second one. Took him out.
All right, looks like Alan's here, so we'll get him in here. We can go back and forth.
Get out of here, side chick.
Always second. Always second.
There he is.
The hell is that? Dude, is that supposed to be like your intro?
So I have no idea. How's the audio? Is
Great.
the audio
you sound
okay,
raspy
or-
and you sound raspy, but or maybe it's just you.
He's been at work all day.
Well,
No, man.
at least I'm lit.
Hey,
Who
they
the
got
hell
you,
is
they
that
got you working like a Mexican today,
brown,
bro?
sexy fucker?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
hey.
Hey, you know what they say? Once you go brown, you're always down.
So yeah, I was struggling to get everything put together to where I could actually stand at one of the machines tonight, and Google decided that it needs to update, so I had to work around that. I hope the audio is not too bad, and other than my looking at myself, visual isn't too bad. Video isn't too bad.
Well, there you go.
I don't think Daniel.
Yeah,
likes being
I'm
sidekick.
sorry, Sad Chat. We had to turn Daniel out onto you guys. My apologies.
So what you been up to, Alan, other than having computer problems?
Well, standard work, which is why I've been trying to set it up to where, and this is not a permanent setup, to where I could do the show and be at the loader at the same time, so that I can continue to start filling these things and filling these things and filling these things. Oh, I can't show you that.
Bro, hey, we're all reloaders here, dude. We don't need the hooked on phonics version.
Mario's got this thing for the hooked on phonics. You think he's been working with it a little bit?
So you've been reloading any, Mario?
Yeah, did some test loads for 300 blackout. I got it dialed in now, so it's more gooder. We started with the we went to the 125s for some reason. That one's it's pretty good. I like that one.
There may be some folks out there that are not reloaders, Mario. We should be careful not to overlook if they have any questions or something.
You're so right. I'm so insensitive.
Dang, man. So, are you saying you like the 125 grains and 9mm? Is that what? Did I understand you correctly?
No, I'm sorry. It was 150 on the Join blackout. Sorry, got the wrong one.
Wrong cartridge.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I have
That's-
selective hearing.
That's easy to do. Very easy.
Well, I have had a couple of disappointing days. I've been going around all my local shops everywhere, and I cannot find any more Blue Dot. I was hoping to scoop it up while if there was any still out there, and I don't. I'm disappointed. But hopefully I'll come up with probably the next best thing sooner or later. Not sure what I want to replace the Blue Dot with for the 10 millimeter.
Don't feel too bad. Everybody's having a hard time with that powder.
We just got in Power Pistol. I picked up a 4-pound jug of it.
Well,
Yeah,
the damnedest
I
thing
love
about
them.
it is that they discontinued it. So it's not just a matter of a lack of shortage. It's also that they discontinued it. So
There's another Blue Dot, maybe is it Ram Shot?
IMR Blue.
Yeah, IMR. Yeah, we got some Blue Dot at the shop. I'm not sure. Is that IMR, Jamie?
It could be. I know they make a IMR Blue and a IMR Green, or at least they used to. You can't keep up with this crap no more, man. It changes from day to day almost.
I was gonna say it's constantly changing. There's more and more always coming out.
Well, I'm really kind of curious about maybe switching it up to either AA number 7 or AA number 9. There's a couple of possibilities there, and another one of the good possibilities, believe it or not, I don't really kind of want to go this road, but going to like Silhouette and using Silhouette. Now that's a lot more powder in comparison to Blue Dot. But if that's what the ticket is going to end up being, the advantage with the Silhouette is it's pretty versatile shit. It's pretty versatile, and I could use it for all kinds of stuff. And I can get it. I can get it in bulk.
Yeah, I got a couple pounds of Silhouette I've been meaning to play with. I picked up some Shooter's World Ultimate Pistol.
I was gonna say Shooter's World's got some nice stuff, man.
There's not much load data for 10 millimeter on it, so you got to start doing the old guessing game with it.
Is that what we're talking about, Alan?
Yeah, and I just don't like I just don't like playing guessing games when it comes to load data.
I don't either, but if it's got one, say it's got a load data for a 175 grain, 180 grain, and you can start to up or down that depending on your bullet weight. Heavier, a little less, lighter, a little more. You can play safely as long as you understand what you're doing. You can play safely.
You can extrapolate data finding a cartridge that both of the powders you want to use, and then compare. Like, say you're looking at 10 millimeter data and they got Power Pistol data, but they don't have Silhouette listed. Or you can go look at 9 millimeter or 40 Smith & Wesson or something like that and see if they have data for your Silhouette, and then compare the two and then extrapolate it out. And one of the best ways to do that is either with the Gordon's reloading tool or with quick loads. You can test. You can put that data in there and see if it's safe or not.
You know what's the best resource we got? All of us.
That guy right there.
Well, gooder.
That guy right down there.
Yeah.
That's one of the best resources I've got.
I know.
I would say this guy, but he's
yeah, but he's grumpy as hell, and half of the time he doesn't listen to what you gotta say. So,
and he thinks he's a whole lot better looking than he really is.
All right, Alan, you want to go through the side chat? We got to get a few people out there, man. It's rocking and rolling.
Oh, you mean Absolutely, absolutely. There's the bearded CB82, that ugly mug. Big Al, Danielle, God is my judge. Yeah. G23, Keith Gregory, M1 Abrams, Tank, Michael Dunn, Tactical Flood, Vanessa Kitty, Viejo. I mean, I butcher people's names. I don't know why in the hell I have to do this. Garage Guy 879. We got Hippocrates. What Hippocrates? You can't. My tongue doesn't work like that. Just ask my girlfriend. Oh, and there it is. The YouTube auditor.
You nasty. You nasty.
Tim S. Good to see you. Good to see you. The Tactical Flood. There are lots of good people out there.
Yes, they are.
What did I miss?
Not a thing, sir.
Yeah, we were all talking smack about you, but now you're back. It's okay. Can't say no more.
You can't say to my face, carajo.
We already got it all out.
Yeah,
we're
it
done
was
with that part of the conversation's
yeah.
over with.
Yeah, the
Pinche pendejo.
Hey,
moment's kind of past.
nice.
Now.
You can only throw up
So
live so
hostile.
much. People don't need to see that.
Freaking hostile Eastern European over here.
You're surprised how good my Spanish is, huh?
Hey, Vite a cingar pengo suficiente, amigos.
Yes. Exactly.
You know, I thought your Mexican was like.
No, fuck that. Mexicans speak English. The ones I hired speak English.
All right, Jimmy, we had a question out there. You want to answer that one?
What's that? Anything that's going to increase the drag on the projectile going down the bore is going to increase pressure. Right, Val?
Yeah. But I didn't find the copper bullets to increase more, but I would say that the like regular cast or plated, not plated, but polymer coated bullets, I would say they increase pressure more. Usually with those bullets, opposed to regular full metal jacket, I get the high velocities. I mean, not by a whole lot, but usually at least like 30, 40 feet per second. I get more from lead bullets than I get from FMJs.
Yeah,
You know how I increase the velocity of my ammo? I put gun grease in my barrel.
Gun grease in your barrel?
Yeah, I just lube it up.
Okay.
No, you don't.
You nasty.
You
just nasty.
When I present, I shove out there really hard as I pull the trigger. It goes faster.
Yeah.
What the hell you been watching? Apocalypto? What the hell's wrong with you?
No,
Mario, you gotta push it.
No, actually, you gotta go other way. You gotta go other way around. You gotta raise the gun up. This way, the powder goes all the way to the back of the case, closer to a primer.
Scotsman, put MCKs up there when you get a chance, if you don't mind, if you will. Yeah, more surface area and the how slick or not slick the projectile actually is. And I don't know about that sometimes.
Actually, I do have an announcement. I forgot to mention it. I'm a horrible father. But my youngest daughter has graduated from Cal State Bakersfield. So all my kids are college graduates. I ain't got to worry no more. I'm done. My job is done. I'm good.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are they sure they're your kids?
Yeah, they're my kids, bro. Trust me, I don't need to go to Maury.
Then I guess the mother's gonna be the smart one then.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, my son graduated last Sunday. He got his master's. And my daughter's graduating high school in about 2 or 3 weeks. She's
That's
actually down
awesome,
in
bro.
Florida.
Congratulations, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
thanks. She's down in Florida right now.
Oh, wow.
She's on a school trip.
Nice.
No,
How's-
Daniel, Mario ain't old. Wait till your grandkids start graduating from college, then you're old.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Hey, I'm gonna be out there with one of those power scooters, man.
Hey, as long as it's got a place
Everywhere
where
I
you can
go,
put your
go.
gun, man. Could you see there in a competition, a little powder scooter going around all the stations? Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, is that what you're doing already?
Hey, I'm out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably be getting a faster time if I was.
Oh yeah. You need better
Yeah.
lithium batteries, is what you need.
Now, Energizers. They'd be calling me the bunny.
You nasty.
What? Energizer bunny? Boom, 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 boom.
Hipparchus says that he saw some guys dip their whole rifles in motor oil. Yeah. Miss Kitty asked copper versus zinc versus lead. Zinc doesn't even have to be lubed. Zinc does. Uh, Copper, we don't see any lube on our store bought bullets. So
No.
The only reason you got lube on a actual lead bullet is because it's a pure lead. There's no coating on it. So basically, the lube that's on it, it just lubes the barrel for the next bullet.
Yeah. Well, it keeps the coating, the lead will come off and get on your barrel and lead the barrel up unless you have that lube, or if you powder coat and that acts as a lube, that keeps the lead from burning off and letting your barrel up as fast.
You know, the only time I've actually heard somebody actually put like oil on a firearm was, I think it was in Vietnam. They told me that they did that with the M60, but I don't know how accurate that is because that thing has a tendency of jamming a lot. And I know one of the things that they had to do with that particular machine guns, they had to be lubed up quite a bit. But I don't know if motor oil is kind of extreme, to be honest with you. And I don't think it's isn't it kind of I don't know. Anyways.
So CB got the G3 tactical, it looks like. And Hipparchus says zinc is cheap. Copper does really well keeping together while expanding. With hollow points, brass work, but best as ball and ball styles, in my opinion. I don't understand. I didn't know solid brass bullets were a thing. I know solid copper is our traditional um, cup and core, especially hunting bullets. Are yeah.
Well, isn't the what you call those extreme penetrators on there like a solid brass bullets or some shit like that?
I thought they were copper.
Oh, maybe it's copper.
It seems that brass would be kind of heavy, but I don't know that. It's just my brain thinking.
Well, and that's what the Fort Scott ammunition. It's a spun brass, and
Okay.
it's solid.
Is it
It's
a brass?
solid spun brass.
Is it the brass or is it copper? Because I got a bunch that
They have
mostly-
they have both.
Oh, okay.
They have both,
Because I
but
got-
it's yep.
I got
So
some.
what? The Lehigh is copper, is it not?
I think. But Parker says Lehigh does solid brass.
Now, isn't brass a alloy made from copper and something else?
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I'd still take a hollow points over the solid bullets. 'Cause solid bullets kind of rely on tumbling, and the Fort Scott. I got a bunch that Milster Mike's shipped to me, and I wasn't that impressed with them, to be honest. And the accuracy wasn't really there. They kind of felt weird, but could be just me, I don't know why keep saying the M60 has a history of jamming. Freaking Sylvester Stallone had 2 of them, one under each arm, and finished the belt without a fucking problem. Not a single jam. It has to be true. It was in the movie.
Yeah, I've got some of that Forrest Gump munitions. I haven't shot it yet. When I was out there, Melser Mike gave me some to try. I just haven't had a chance to shoot it yet. I just don't like how pricey that stuff is. It's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
Well, they should have plenty of copper because no plumbers don't use copper anymore. Everything is PEX. So now they got more copper for bullets.
Yeah, I still don't like PEX, man. I still don't trust it.
Oh, I'll take PEX over copper any day now.
You
100%.
like PEX over? Oh, well, I mean,
100%. I don't think there's a single piece of copper in this house. Everything is PEX. A lot less connections. Longer runs. Less of a problems.
did you build that house you're in right now?
Yes, I did.
Wow. Go ahead with your bad self. He's a manly man. I built my house.
I built a couple of houses, one or two
Don't be modest.
a year.
Hey, did you ever sell that house we were talking about last time?
No, I'm in this fucking house. I'm trying to sell it. I had an open house today. I had one fucking couple that showed up. That was it. I don't know what the hell is going on. Everybody says there's not enough inventory. There's not enough inventory yet. I'm still sitting in this fucking house.
Well, it's just because the interest rates are so ridiculously high.
Yeah, but interest rates are not reason not to buy a house. If you need a house, you need a house. End of story. Interest rates drop, then you refinance. Plus, historically, they're not that high. You can get a loan at 8%. Yes, it's a lot more than 3% that used to be 7-8 months ago. But you know what? Those days are gone. It's never going to happen again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I took advantage when I did.
Yeah, if you didn't refinance or get a loan back then you're screwed. You're never going to see a loans. But even the car loans, you don't get a 5 year 0% on the cars anymore. If you get 0.9% on the 3 years, you're glad. So those days are gone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of days that are gone now, man.
I know. It's really sad because I stop and think about the next generation. I just wonder what kind of country are we leaving them? Before you know it, I'll be croaking. I'll be 6 feet under. But I was worried about my grandkids and how they're gonna be able to survive. Pretty sad.
The next generation isn't going to have a clue how to buy a house, what interest rates are, how to deal with their finances in any way, shape, or form. It's honestly going to be like if you inherit something, that's all you're getting. The rest of them are going to rent until the cows come home.
I disagree with that, brother. I have a tendency of thinking that it's all about how you educate your kids, man. Because I really think it's that the thing is, as a parent now, you have to teach them things that they should have known from the get go, like how does a bank account work, how does credit cards work, how does all this stuff work. You got to get yourself involved in that, and you got to teach them to be responsible. And that's really what it comes down to. It. We have a lot of lazy freaking parents too that don't want to educate their kids, and then their kids use society as an excuse for it. I just don't.
Well, a big part of that too is not letting the schools just do what they want to do.
The school's got your kids for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that doesn't even include extracurricular activities. And you're battling that. You get the teacher in there that's the cool dude, and you're just the old FUD. You're the old fuddy duddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought my old man was the dumbest guy that ever took a breath of air when I was 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Now he's 83, fixing to turn 84, and I'm 60, and he's come a long way since I was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm. The older you get, the smarter they are.
Yeah.
Youth is wasted on the wisdom, or youth is wasted on the young, but wisdom is not.
I'm tired of seeing all these parents that are enablers.
Yeah.
That's had my goal all day. Everywhere I went today, that's all I seen was parents with their kids and enabling them. Um,
You know, another thing that I think about a lot, guys, is you know, Americans are spoiled, man. They really are. Because I started thinking about it. Like I was talking to a couple of my buddies I deploy with. We're just talking, just about stuff in general. We were like, man, we got it so good here, bro. Because you know, most people don't know what it is to be, to have the freedoms that we have here. Like, they don't have to worry about somebody going over to the market and blowing themselves up, or somebody getting a truck full of explosives and blowing it up at a bridge or at a police station or whatever the case may be, or just randomly getting shot at for no reason. We think that the current gun violence that we have in this country is bad. Trust me, that's not even on a good day in Iraq, man. I just think people need to seriously wise the hell up, be thankful for what they got, and just really just care about each other instead of just blaming everybody else for why things are wrong.
you're right, Mario.
And another thing, how about we start closing the fucking border, man? I'm so tired of that shit just being wide open. You're just gonna have some fucking asshole or a group of individuals that are gonna come in, scan themselves to be some sort of refugees, and then all of a sudden they're creating a something to do mass, destruction on the infrastructure of the country, man. I don't understand why that this is happening. It's crazy.
They're doing it for two reasons. One is votes in the near future, but then long term, everybody that comes across and has kids and and they got, now there's birth certificates. The kids are born in the U.S. All these people are going to be taxpayers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're cash cows. Their votes
Mm-hmm.
and their cash cows coming in because most people are only having one or two kids, are not having any kids at all.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing, countries that are advanced, their
Well,
populations
that,
are
that
declining.
yeah, that is one aspect of looking at it, but I'm looking at more in the national security country, man.
Yeah, there is that
you
because
got you got you got a bunch of people coming from the Middle East, because I mean they all look Mexican, so they can just walk in, and and they don't have to say anything.
well.
Uh, you have
What about the Chinese? Yes, exactly.
Chinese immigrants coming at the yin yang, man. And how many of those guys are affiliated with the Communist Party,
Yeah.
or have any kind of affiliation to the current regime? It's like,
Chinese police stations in the U.S.
mhm. Yeah, it's getting crazy, bro. Getting
We have
stupid.
all these immigrants from communist countries, and why were they escaping communist countries to come here to get away from communism,
Yeah,
not spread it?
how
They're
ironic,
not
huh?
trying to spread it.
That's just as bad as
A
liberals.
faction of our own government's trying to spread it.
That's just as bad as liberals going to red states and saying, "Oh, I'm so tired of being taxed and all this," but then you want to bring the same policies there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, if you look at Texas, for example, Texas is doing it kind of right. They got the National Guard out there taking care of it on the border, trying to help as much as possible. Um, you look at some other places, and this is just some of the things that I've seen out there, Mario. But some of the army opened the gates for them and let them in as well. I don't know if you saw that one or not, but that's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
I saw that. And I was dumbfounded, man. I can't believe they're. See, here's my thing, guys. The great thing about Americans is that we are some of the most giving people in the world. We really are, and we love to give people an opportunity. But to a certain point, they're abusing of it now, and it's getting to a point that people are going to get really upset, and it's going to get to a point where we're gonna have a bunch of militias up in the border, and then you know, the ramifications are going to be the ramifications, and people are going to have to start dealing with it, because you're going to start seeing Americans going against Americans because they're just tired of it. It's coming, man.
I'm about to have my fill.
Were y'all hating on Trump? I was looking something up.
He didn't even come up yet. Don't know where that came from. Scotsman and Allen, they've been muted. Hot Pot, he said say nothing. I didn't say nothing about Trump. Mario, did you say anything about Trump? I don't remember you saying
Nope.
anything about
I
Trump.
ain't saying nothing about Trump.
Yeah.
No, but I know what he's talking about, and I get it. You know, there's a lot of things that Trump did during his presidency that was totally anti-2A. There was even more things that he said that was anti-2A. So, I mean, I get that. But keep in mind, the president before him was the largest gun salesman this country has ever seen. And the current sitting president is literally directing alphabet groups to create laws when they don't create laws, making millions of felons out of one foul swoop over some stupid piece of plastic. So, I mean, what's your evils? Truly, where's your evils? You know, a bump stock compared to a pistol brace, they're both just pieces of fucking plastic. Why that had to be with the bump stock, I don't fucking get it either. That just doesn't make sense. Maybe because it was something so stupid, he thought, well, maybe if I get rid of the bump stocks, that'll appease them and they'll get the fuck off our backs. He shouldn't have compromised, period.
He couldn't have predicted what they were going to do with that. I mean, that's the chance he took, and it did backfire. And I think that too. I think he gave that up just to shut him up. Okay, now leave everything else alone. But you know, he I think he was hoping for a better outcome than he got.
I just think both parties are on the same road. It's just one party wants to get there faster than the other.
We
Which
need a
takes us
third
back to
party.
the beginning. Our kids are screwed.
We need a third party. Just as we do. We need a party that's going to be constitutionally sound.
Well, they came out with the Tea Party, and you've seen what happened there. Both the parties attacked it. They were getting audited from taxes, and all the alphabet agencies were just slamming them and shutting them down.
Yeah, well,
yeah, because there's really not two parties.
And that's precisely, that's the only time, that is the only time both the parties will ever coincide on anything, is if there's another party trying to get involved, another party trying to come up. That's the only goddamn time you'll see these politicians actually working together and killing that shit off, because they don't want nobody taking away their power.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, money and power. And don't kid yourself. So, M1 made a comment and it's got me thinking about shotguns now. I would put a link to a page on the Connecticut Shotgun Manufacturing Company has used LC Smiths for sale. And if I wouldn't get us kicked off of the YouTube, I'd put a link over there. Yeah, Yeah, it's hard to know what's going to happen in this coming election. I think all of our confidence is shaken in the system as it is, not against Trump, definitely against our sitting president, but uh, dang man, you know,
I just honestly, I've lost all trust in the voting system. I really have, and it's gotten to the point that wonder what really doesn't make sense. Does it really make sense for me to do it? Because well, is somebody else going to write my vote? Because certain states they don't require ID, so it's
Right,
ridiculous.
but adding to the problem isn't going to fix the problem. So adding something else to give another avenue is not going to fix the problem. We got to reset at some point. We got to get these people and hold them accountable instead of adding to it and creating more problems. We need to actually hold these people accountable.
Okay, so once all this stuff comes down about the Biden and Biden family with this, all the stuff that's going on, criminal activity, so he writes them all a presidential or pardon at the end.
Man,
Big.
all I can say about the Bidens, there's some sick fuckers right there. I mean, there's no other way for me to say it, man. I don't know if you guys seen what's been in that in in that laptop. Got some really raunchy stuff in there, man. Like
Yeah.
what the hell?
No, and that brings up an interesting thing there that you're talking about because he shouldn't be able to pardon his own kid.
Or how about when the charges can end up going against him? Is he going to pardon himself? Or is it going to be like another Nixon thing when Ford went in, he pardoned Nixon?
well, see, that would only happen if he was impeached and had to leave office during a sitting term to be the exact thing as Nixon because he left effective noon tomorrow. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and they even flew him out of the White House on the helicopter, Marine One.
Yeah.
I like Nixon too, Uncle Jim. I really did. He just got carried away, man. He got carried away in his own power.
Things came out on that. Actually, came out. Everybody's dead and gone now. But Nixon actually knew what the whole deal was with the Kennedy assassination, and he threatened the
Oh,
people.
he was in Dealey Plaza on November 22nd, 1963. He was there.
Yeah.
So was Gerald Ford.
Yeah. That
So,
was an inside job.
yeah, if nobody knows this is going to happen, why are they there? And see that's what ties into what Mario said. If you know this part of our history from the past, and then you're having questions about the voting system, how far does that actually make your mind wander into what's going on with our government these days?
I think our entire government has been a socialist communist conglomeration for a long, long time. Just it's in the background running, in the background running.
No doubt, Uncle Jim. Um, I think the CIA used the mafia, and they were probably put up to it by the Cubans.
Oh, Viejo, he got me beat. He did 1,000. I only did 500.
Yeah, I think he's talking about brass prep. Did you run the whole cartridges, Walter, or just do the brass prep? You start doing 1,000 at a time, primers start to get thin around the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Scotsman, I just sent Scotsman a photo of what I seen yesterday when I went down to the fin. The limits on primers have been taken off, and they're having a sale on them through July something. $69.99 a brick, but they still don't have large rifle and large pistol, but they got everything else.
Wow, that's amazing. That's good.
Yeah.
Large rifle.
No, they didn't have those. I was going to get a bunch of large rifle.
Congratulations, Ohio.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the whole no limit on purchase.
Yeah, they had that the last time I was at Finn up in Toledo. That's been last month.
It's nice to have 1,000 cases sitting there prepped.
No, I got a question for you guys, especially all my guys from the state of Ohio. I don't know if you guys know, but me and my wife celebrated 25 years. We went to Hawaii. There was a bunch of people from Cleveland and Ohio there. And I asked them, they're like, oh, man, we love the weather here because right now it's like 10 degrees in Cleveland. And I'm wondering, I asked them, like, so how come you guys don't move out of there? And they're like, I don't know, we just like it there. I mean, I'm just kind of curious as to why a lot of people that are from Ohio hardly ever moved out of the state. Just curious.
That's because it's OH10. They put that 10 on. They put that 10 on the end of it. OH10.
Yeah, but it's flipping miserable.
It's not miserable.
You live in fucking Iowa, where there's more fucking corn than people. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just curious because Ohio. I'm just kind of curious.
Mario, it's like this. Okay, everybody in Ohio, it's all about teamwork. It takes two people to spell our state. I'll give you that. But no matter where you go, it's a vacation. Because, hey, you can leave Ohio, go down to Tennessee. It's a vacation. You can leave Ohio, go down to Florida in the wintertime. It's a vacation. Or you can go to Hawaii. But no matter, I mean, boom, and it's not that bad. Low taxes. Yeah.
I like Ohio because it's got everything. We've got major amusement parks. You've got rolling hills and mountains.
You have
in
one
Southeast Ohio.
Amusement park.
Excuse me, Kings Island, Kelly's Island, besides Cedar Point.
Yeah.
There's more than that.
There's those small ones that got a lot of nice zoos that you can go to. Lots of good eats. Centrally located for everything that's important. Lots of good shooting ranges. Yeah, I like it here. Wintertime, that's just part of it.
We go snowboarding.
Yeah, but you don't have enough cornfields.
Oh, we got cornfields.
I'm surrounded by corn.
We see enough of that. We don't want to come to where you're at. We at least want to see a building now and then.
We got cornfields, soybean fields, which feeds the deer that makes them 100 pounds heavier than most states.
Whitetail, right?
Yep.
Any mule deer in Ohio or no?
Only on the wall.
On the other wall. No, but there are.
We go on vacation. We go on vacation to kill our mule deer. We'll go out west.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if they go that far. That's what I'm asking.
No, we go rob their supply.
You go rob their supply.
Yeah, we go crap in their backyard, and then we come home.
Plus, we got OSU football.
Yeah, the horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone explain to me what the hell is a buckeye?
It's a worthless nut.
Off a tree.
And you guys named the football team and the university out of that.
I didn't. Somebody in the back passed it.
Man, I'll tell you what, walking barefoot under a buckeye tree is like stepping on Legos. They are some tough things, man.
Oh, and you don't have to see us changing our name, okay, until you get somebody that wants to be, but it hurts the tree's feelings, you know. We don't have to change our name.
Talking to names, what's up with changing all the freaking military bases?
Oh, dude, don't get me started on that crap.
Oh.
Here's my thing. First of all, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it because I don't give a shit no more. Um, every one of those bases that was rechanged, every one of those officers went to West Point during the whole um Civil War. They decided to go to the South because they're from the South, their families from the South. So, you got to represent. But every one of those officers were all great generals, great officers, great Americans. And my thing is, we need to stop getting away from erasing history, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care how many times you want to change the Confederate flag and can take Confederate generals off or statues and all that. You can't change history, man. You just can't. I hate the fact that they changed Fort Hood, Fort Bragg, Fort Benning. I mean, at least they got General Moore in one of those. They called it Fort Moore. The whole Fort Cavazos, that was just a political shit, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something. General Cavazos was a really outstanding officer, but that was all political. They used him and his family because they're from Texas, and it just makes sense for them. Politically correct name, politically everything. It's stupid. It doesn't make any difference. My thing is that history is always going to be there. Every soldier that I know of, they're still going to call Fort Benning, Fort Benning. They're still going to call Fort Bragg, and Fort Hood. It is what it is. Not only that, stop and think about the millions of dollars that we spent changing everything. Because you guys got to understand, there's signs and everything everywhere on these bases. And you got to rechange all that for political
Mario,
correctness.
have you talked to any of your contacts that are still in the Army and what's going on with this big social experiment and retraining that's going on?
A lot of them, most of our guys. There's only two guys that I know of, but they're not really in the conventional army. They're actually in special forces, so it's not really affecting them.
It's not affecting them, but I mean, have you heard some kids that have come back home from their school and everything about what's going on there?
No, I haven't.
You
So,
can,
Alan,
you
what did you screw up, or what screwed up on you?
Alan, you're muted.
Yeah, I was cranking the handle, so I stayed muted. Because this thing's a little noisy. If I'm just over here cranking the handle, I don't think anybody's going to talk over me.
No, it looked like you had a good jam up there. What happened?
I did. It was just for some oddball reason, a case came out and it laid down in the bottom of the tube. And so it just kept going. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know I'm not cranking the handle that fast. And glanced up and went, oh, there's a good reason. Right about then, a case hit my head.
But you got it running after you had some problems with it. What was wrong with it? What'd you find out?
Yeah, there was the buffer sleeve for the powder mixer was non-existent. It just wasn't even there. And so when I was fighting with it, trying to get it to install, I didn't even realize that there was a buffer sleeve in the base of the powder measure. Didn't even know that there was one supposed to be there. And so after looking at the schematic, I went, oh, well, duh. And I called Dylan and I'm like, hey, I just picked up a used machine and it didn't come with this. And the guy said, what's your address? And just sent it out to me.
That must be nice because I still haven't gotten my freaking carbide 223 dies. It's almost a year and a half. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with dyes and Dylan. I mean, they, what supplies what they do have. The guy was immediate up the front. Here you go. But I know that was one of the reasons why I was kind of looking for a used one, was because at that time you couldn't get 9mm with carbide dyes. You just couldn't get either 5.56 or 9mm, which is what I wanted to run this particular press for. It'll change over to anything I wanted to, but those were the two main ones that I was looking to run this particular press for.
I love my Dylan, but I'll be honest with you, I am not crazy about that powder measure. I don't know what it is. I always have a hard time with it. I don't know. It just I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't like the design or something. I know everybody else doesn't have a problem with it. I don't know. Just I don't like it.
Well, I certainly had a problem with it, but it was more because, well, not all the pieces were there. But once I got those pieces,
that'd be a problem.
Once I got that sleeve in there, it was no problem. Bolted right up, and then it was just a matter of dialing things in.
You know what's great? You know what's crazy about a Dylan? Lee dyes work wonderful in that freaking machine. I don't know what it is, man. I've used Lee dyes on the Dylan. It just runs good. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I've actually run Hornady dyes in the other Dylan machine, which you can't quite see behind this one. I've run Hornady dyes over in that one. Currently, it's got a hat on it. I don't know whose hat that is, but
that's a nice hat.
It's a pretty nice hat. It's not bad.
Freaking blue Falcon fag over there. Blue Falcon hat.
This is kind of a, let's just say, clusterfuck. Because
you haven't seen my shit yet. Trust me, man.
right at the moment, that's catch-all. So,
yeah, that's organized compared to mine.
Yeah, I think all of us are messy as hell when we start reloading.
So, can we return to the previous topic for just a second that Mario brought up?
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Sorry.
What was that? Amputee Chinese girls, or what was that topic?
I think it was amputee midgets.
I was just going to say Georgia sucks. Don't move here.
What are you talking about? You guys have great laws over there. It's humid.
Yeah, it's hot, man. Let me tell you something. I went out there today. It was 80 degrees, and the humidity was relatively low. It was only 60%. But
good Lord, are you serious?
I worked up a sweat putting air in my tires. In my truck.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
good times.
Basically, liberals, don't move to Georgia. It sucks here. You won't like it.
Yeah, but you're getting a truckload of them in Atlanta.
No, they're landing 300 at a time at Hartsfield Airport. And they really start moving in toward the end of October, and then December the 1st, they're gone again.
You know, I haven't seen Chico in a while. How's he doing?
Last time I saw Chico, he was busy as a one-arm paper hanger. He got a promotion at his job. He's taking care of Carter and his mom. And we don't get to see each other as much as I'd like to. But
he jumped on the live stream, not last week, but the week before, and he was on with us over on Georgia Shooting Connection.
He looked great, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look like he's in good health and good spirits.
All right, so going back to the topic there, Jamie.
That's all I wanted. Georgia sucks. Don't move here.
Ah, okay, got it. Georgia.
Ain't no
sucks.
primers. Ain't no primers in
Ain't
Georgia.
no primers in Georgia. That's
We
right.
ain't got no primers. We got a pretty decent baseball team and a really good football team, but other than that, football and basketball sucks. It's hot. It's humid. You won't like it.
That's right.
Jamie, you haven't given up on college football now that they've gone with the name, image, and likeness. So they're professional college students. You know,
Look, Daniel, you need to understand that I was raised a college football fan in the South. The only thing that did was throw the cover off of it. You understand what I'm saying?
hey, as long if they don't take a knee at any of their games and just play the game, I'll be fine. But once they put that politics and stuff in there with the game,
I honestly think that in general, a lot of the sports really figured out that they can't be getting political on this crap. It's not really benefiting them. Not only that, you can't be doing that with your beer either, because we see where that's going. Um, I think there's certain aspects of life that I think you shouldn't get in political with. I'm hoping people start really figuring that out, because it does upset you when you're not able to enjoy some of the things because of people who just want to open their mouths and talk a bunch of smack that has nothing to do with the game itself.
oh,
Yeah, well, we get, yeah, you get similar weather gorillas and guns. That's a fact. But, yeah, back in the 70s, when Herschel was playing at Georgia, he was driving a brand new Trans Am. Okay.
hey,
It's always been that way.
Oh
I,
man,
Bo,
I think
Wait,
Fuzzy.
Trans Am? Don't
when
talk
Bo
about
Jackson was playing at Auburn, he was driving a brand new Corvette. I mean,
I think Fuzzy's got onto something here about we need woke football. Get rid of the Bud Bowl and have the woke bowl. That would be entertaining.
Has anybody seen that Ford Raptor commercial? I would like to think it's a hoax, photoshopped to hell, but I don't know. Has anybody seen it?
nope.
It's
I
two
don't have
Ford,
TV.
Yeah, no, a lot of us don't care for Ford.
two Ford Raptors racing each other, both muddy. One goes through a drink and it's red, and the other one goes through another drink and cleans itself off, and it's alphabeted out.
See, that's another reason you should never consider moving to Georgia's, because we got that red Georgia clay down here. When it rains and you go hunting, man, that stuff gets all over your truck. It's just hard to get off of there. It'll ruin the finish on your truck. Yeah, it's just not good.
Is that how you get the mud in the tires thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I thought it was just a my cousin Vinny thing then.
Ammonium nitrate. Tim, I used to haul that here in Ohio down from the chemical plant where I live to the dynamite facility.
Man, you didn't glow in the dark afterwards, bro?
Gene's always glowed in the dark, man. What you
Now
got?
we know why.
I am sitting in a completely dark room. It is pitch black in here.
Freaking toxic crusader over here.
I thought he was just
toxic
like
avenger. There you go.
just needed a good tan, but no, it's not the case.
No, that's what
I
I
don't
when I
believe the
first started
Scotsman
driving a
does
truck.
tan.
That's what I hold. Sorry, Alan.
Isn't that fertilizer?
No, it's basically the base form of gel dynamite, what they use for blasting underwater.
Oh, lovely.
I haul it down to the chemical plant. I got tours of the place, and I explain what everything is. And then I seen a video of a truck that went off the road hauling it that got a leak in it, and it started dripping. And one drop was just too much, and it cratered the ground. There was no trailer left. It put a crater in the ground. I quit hauling ammonium nitrate after
Wow,
that.
I would think so. I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I'm intimidated very easily, you know. I took the job working for a chemical company. I knew it. I knew I'd be hauling it. I knew what it was.
Hmm.
And just a dose of reality when I seen that video.
Yeah.
How do you just lose 60 tons of anything?
Evaporation.
Yeah.
Just normal atmospherics.
Fuzz said it leaked out of a hole in the bottom of the car. So there's that.
You know, those cars are too secure. When you see a tanker car like that, what you're looking at is just an outer shell
Right.
of the actual unit that holds the source, the liquid, the product. So when you see a tanker going down the road that's got those ribs around it, that's the actual cell tanker. And you see another one that's got the big bulb of smooth size to it, that's just an outer shell used for insulation of the product.
Wow.
And you have to haul ammonium nitrate inside the insulated shell, because the colder it gets, the more it gels up and it won't drain out of the tanks.
Hmm.
Fuzz says it was in pellet form. And a Parkus, yeah, you mix it with diesel fuel and you'll have a really fun time.
Mm-hmm. S'mores, anybody?
Right.
Yeah,
50 miles away.
that's no bueno. Yeah. That is crazy. So do you still haul like any liquid type of material there, hot pot?
Just
Like fuel?
urine.
Urine?
Yeah.
He makes
the
bullets now.
Are you the porta
Mario.
potty guy? Is that what you are?
I carry my
Mario.
own urine around.
No, so
I
I'm
hear
sorry?
he's not trucking anymore. He's making bullets. He's making cartridges.
Oh, go ahead with your bad self.
I work at a reloading supply, Mario.
Oh, look at you. Excuse me, sir.
Oh yeah, I see pallets of primers and projectiles come in.
Oh man.
My main gig I do is I sort rifle brass.
What? Really? You
Yeah.
get paid for that?
Yeah, pretty good too, actually.
Wow. That's cool. So you guys clean it up and resell is what you guys do?
Yeah. I actually ran across a couple pieces of 35 Whalen the other day.
Wow.
I see all kinds of oddball stuff. The oddballs, you're not going to see enough of the oddball stuff to really save it and resell it again. But I do get to see some stuff that I never knew existed.
So that the stuff that's kind of out there, what you guys is it remelted or what do you guys do with that?
Remelted? What do you mean?
You guys, oh no, you guys don't remelt it, huh? No, it's
No, we get in range brass is what we do.
right. So what do you do with the all that stuff that's just oddball?
Sent to the scrapyard.
Oh, okay.
It actually does make its way to a smelter.
Oh, it
Who
does.
actually melts all the brass down, makes bars back out of it, and then resells it.
Interesting.
So when you're at a reloading supply like that, it's also a scrap business.
Oh, I see.
I mean, we just took in 6 3,000-pound bags, 6 3,000-pound bags of 9mm brass to the scrapyard.
Wow.
Can't sell enough of it.
Oh, wow.
You know?
So what happens when one of those bags breaks and has a leak on your floor?
We get the shovels out.
What you all do? Scare Alan away?
Oh, is that who left? I was sitting here trying to figure out somebody left. Who was it?
He was there 1 minute and he was gone the next.
He said that he was gonna be back or something because he's gonna take a phone call or something like that.
So Walter's gone to watch a John Wayne movie and eat a steak. I hope you have some coffee with that. That'd be great.
Hmm.
It appears he has is that a beer in his emoji? No,
No,
that's
a movie, a steak, and a plate, some knife and fork.
Yeah, I can't tell on the little side chat thing on the StreamYard. It screws them all up. Can't tell what anything is over there.
Fuzzy Fork 8 says McVeigh was a patsy.
I don't think McVeigh did anything, according to the general's report on the blast. That building exploded outwards. After all that happened, I read a report that was a three-star general, I think it was, demolitions expert, did the report on that. And they found pieces of that building on the other side of the truck in the building across the way. How's that happen?
The echo effect.
Physics do not allow this. So,
Hey, it's not about facts. It's just the emotion.
yeah, that's right. I have an emotional feeling that didn't happen, like the way they said.
Hey, so Hot Pot, how did you get that job, man?
It's a local reloading supply that was selling online, and I got some wind of it. So I looked them up, found out where they were at, and just dropped them down and opened the door and walked in and said, "How y'all doing?"
Here's how it went, Mario. He went in, he's rattling on the door. They open up and they go, "What?" He goes, "Hey, I'm Gene. I'm reloading with the Hot Pot. You want to be my sponsor?" And they said, "Sure." And they handed him a broom.
And I've been 5S'ing every day since.
5S.
Wait a minute. Did I have that? Was it a broom or a shovel? Because those two bags just broke.
Well, the shovel was next. No, we had this bag, man, that came in that part of the bottom pallet broke and it started to lean over. And it weighed like 3,200 pounds. And I started calling it Betty falling off her bar stool. Betty's drunk, man. She's gonna hit the ground pretty soon, man. She's leaning pretty hard. And he went to move it, and he's like, "Oh shit, oh shit!" I said, "Man, Betty's falling off, dude. Back up." And poof. So I got out El Trusty Kershaw, and I cut Betty's dress off.
Well,
and I let Betty go all over the floor.
Well, thanks for sharing that. That's so intriguing.
So, Fuzz had a good question. Is everyone getting ready for Memorial Day? We'll have another show between now and then, but we need to differentiate between Memorial Day and 4th of July and Veterans Day.
And by the way, there's nothing happy about Memorial Day. Just want y'all to know that.
There is not.
Yeah. So stop wishing us a happy Memorial Day.
Thank you.
I half at a time I'm shaking my head when they say stuff like that, and I have to educate them, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, really?
Oh, and that's the thing. Most folks don't understand what they actually are and what they mean.
Memorial Day is a sad day for me because I lost my brother to the military. You know.
Well, it's a double whammy for me, man.
Yeah. I mean, we all have our reasons for sadness on that day.
Yeah, for me, the whole week just sucks, bro. Yeah, a whole week just sucks for me because it was a it was a it didn't just happen that day. It was a series of things that happened that led to May 25th. You know, so yeah, it was crazy. What the? You be quiet. Siri's talking to me, guys. Sorry.
Are you tubing your bullets, Alan?
Yeah, filling up the bullet holder.
How many does that hold? 25 a tube, roughly?
It's like 20 a tube.
Well, that looks like a big pain in the whatever to do that. Why not just grab a bullet and
It's
spit it on
actually
it?
quite convenient. It's quite convenient as long as you don't have this rotated to the wrong tube after you've already filled it, because then it becomes this. And it dumps bullets all over the floor.
Oopsie.
2125 pickup.
Yeah, he was that. I heard that sound, and he said, "I'm filling up these tubes." Or Gene said that, and he said, "Yeah." And I'm like, that sound didn't sound like he was filling them up.
I'm sure you got some pretty blue containers there, don't you? You can do that over top of, just in case.
Probably can. But, I was trying to hold it up for the camera there. And I don't know. I just, for some reason, I haven't gotten in the habit of putting my hand under it like a damn diaper.
You need one of these, Alan.
Hi.
Oh,
Got you a hog head, Mario.
Say hi, Bruno. Say hi to everybody. Say hi.
that's the puppy dog from Men in Black.
Yeah, he's like, hey. Say hi to everybody, Bruno. Ah. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Okay. Okay. Say bye to everybody. Oh.
James, I cannot disclose that information at this particular time.
Right.
But that is what makes it legal. I don't need that thing on there anyways. I don't care.
Nope. Stop that. People don't. George is no good.
Georgia
Ohio
got
has
Waffle
Waffle House.
House. They got the Walmart. They got the dollar store, Dollar General. Georgia's the place.
And that beautiful red clay.
Yeah.
Man,
You got yourself a big truck.
make your own bricks down there, man.
Don't you guys
Build
got
your own
the
house?
Yeah, man, you guys got the varsity over there. I mean, like
Yeah,
seriously.
They eat real cornbread.
They eat real cornbread. Hey, they have real grits over there.
Yeah, if you're one of these Jiffy Mix kind of guys, then you probably. I mean, you can get it at Walmart, but golly, man.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Have
Have
you
you got to 1,000K yet?
No, I have not, man. Y'all are blowing me up, dudes. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, it's almost embarrassing.
Is this to the JH586 or the Georgia shooting connection that that Scotsman's trying to get you up to?
It's for his main channel, and I would love to see the George Shooting Connection get bumped up too, but they're not quite. They were last time I looked, they were about 380 or something like that.
What is Jamie's main channel?
JH586.
Oh, he actually puts videos out on that.
Sometimes.
Man, the
That's
ignorance.
one more reason to subscribe to him.
The
You won't be
ignorance.
getting bombed all the time.
The ignorance.
He actually puts out videos that are worth a shit on that channel, unlike mine or yours.
Look at that.
Hey, I notice my subscription numbers go up when I don't put videos out, and they go down when I do. Hi, puppy.
And Bruno. Bruno's like, come here, Bruno. Come on. He's like,
Hey, what's up, dog?
Hey, puppy dog.
Hey, how's that hanging?
Watch this.
He's pretty cool.
Feed him some peanut butter.
no. I don't do that.
Watch his old jowls go. Meow. Meow.
Bruno's like, who the hell are these people? How are they talking to me? Oh, mijo.
Bruno, sick balls.
All right, so Lee question here with the standard Lee powder dropper. How do I pull off the hopper without dumping all the powder?
Twist.
Turn it.
Pull that hopper off of there.
Nope, turn it.
Nah,
It's
just take the
on.
lid off and dump it. You don't take it off. Don't try and take it off. Just take the lid and dump it out.
It's got an on and off. You have to twist it. You have to twist it, the container sideways, or
The hopper,
the hopper to the right or the left. So if it's on right now, turn it.
So if it's on right now, I got to turn it, right?
Yep, turn it, lift it off.
Okay, lift it off. Let's
And
see you
then
do
put
it.
And then lift it off, but that some bitch is on there. I'm a little leery to yard on it, but here goes.
Darn it.
Oh, still has the powder. Look at that.
Yep. Now put it over your powder jug, your jar, whatever you got, and turn it the other way. Empty it.
Built-in funnel.
Yep.
I never wanted to take a chance when I was using those. I just picked them up and dumped them.
And that particular one, it's hard mounted, but I've always used it for tight group. So I mean, I've always used it for tight group. So I've never actually emptied this hopper.
Now turn it the other way so it's off before you forget. Been there, done
Yeah, I
that.
got to empty out the
You can mark it.
the cylinder here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if he's going to empty that part too.
Is that the perfect powder measure?
Yes, it is. The only thing that was imperfect about it is I didn't like the way the lid fit. So I took one strip of electrical tape all the way around. And now that lid stays on there pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have airflow going there so you get an even spill. If you put that electrical tape, that creates a vacuum, and then your powder will stop dropping down.
Well, yeah, only after about 72 rounds. Then you have to bust the cap loose, let it aerate, and put it back on.
He's got it down, Daniel. It's 72 rounds.
72. So he's counting. Next thing you know, he'll be hooking up an oxygen bottle and adding a little pressure every 72 rounds, a little squirt of oxygen in there, help push it down in there a little bit better.
It's impossible to regulate the pressure to that extent. You end up with too much pressure, and you got like 8.4 grains going into the 9mm. Then you end up blowing up Shadow 2s, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
When
I was younger, I used to enjoy blowing stuff up.
So,
Not guns, but just stuff in general.
Uncle Jim and I both have that Lyman Brass Smith, and I absolutely love that powder measure, except for one thing, and that's just the opposite of what you were talking about, Alan, about how loose the top fit on there. On the Brass Smith, it has a black top, and you put it on there, and
That sucker ain't coming off unless you yank on it, and
if
you gotta be real careful.
grab the plastic, because I have pulled it up and powder just goes everywhere. You
Yep.
bring glass and everything out of it, and that was so embarrassing. And I was
Easy
in
to
there
do.
by myself, and it was still embarrassing.
It's amazing how we can
Suckers
feel
on
bad
there.
even
It-
being
it-
by
it's tough to
ourselves.
get
huh?
off.
Where get an echo coming from?
It's probably just reverberating inside your dome.
No,
Okay.
there is an echo.
Where?
Okay,
I don't
say
know
something.
when Jamie talks, for some reason there's an echo.
I didn't hear one behind me.
So I got a chuckle out of Uncle Jim. He said he leaves his loose.
Hey man, I love the fact that you got that hat up there. Love it. Good old Mr. Holster. Rest in peace. Love the hat. Does it fit you? That's his?
That fits, man. Yeah, I got a few others.
Wow.
When
Is
I
that
was
a
up when I
Stetson?
was- Huh?
Is that a Stetson?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he had a few of them when I went to help Mrs. Holster out, and I took them all, and we were selling some stuff, and I decided that I was just gonna pay her for all the hats and keep the hats. So
Yeah, I love the hats.
I they fit me pretty good. So
That's cool, man. I'm glad that you guys got around the same head size. That's awesome.
Except for
that.
one,
that.
I have one of them.
What's the model name of that hat? I forgot the name of it. Forgot the name of it. I think it's called High. Forgot the name of it. Yeah. I think that's their most popular. That's their most popular model.
I got a resistol.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
those are great, man.
Stetson and Resistol are made by the same company.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I just like looking at the process of how they make those hats. That's really interesting. They actually go to 3 factories before they're all complete. Kind of crazy.
I don't know if there was Uncle Jim, but that works for me, man.
Plus, you got to bring up the Lee Dippers.
We'll get a video out on the other channel here this week, hopefully. I recorded one the last week there, and unfortunately it wouldn't load properly. I'm not sure what was going on with it, so we'll redo it and get it up on the other channel hopefully here the next day or two.
Seems Alan's spending more time tinkering than he is pulling that handle and making some bullets.
I know. Should have had at least 500 bullets done by now.
Well, I'm literally backfeeding other cases that I don't want coming down the tube. I know that probably don't make any sense, but
What do you mean backfeeding?
Yeah, as long as you
Explain.
don't hurt yourself.
I don't want. I've got my case feeder turned off because I've got some cases that are already pre-primed that I need to feed into the tray manually
Oh, okay.
and get past that stage. So that's literally why I'm dicking around with it. There. Now I can start cranking.
All right. So he's cranking, and we've got an alien and a resident. Mario, you got your citizenship, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got it
Okay.
back in the day.
Cool.
That dog's cute.
Yeah, I know. He's over here because he's usually likes being around me. When I'm not around him, he's like a little kid. Look, see? Come on.
You got to get him that little Man in Black suit.
Yeah, we're
When
actually
you get
thinking
one
about-
and Halloween, go out and do it, man.
yeah, we're thinking about getting that for Halloween. How, buddy? You can get a Man in Black suit. Yeah. Man in Black. Yeah. Okay.
No.
He's like, no.
He's gone.
He's like, nope.
He's gone. I hate that movie.
Put a bad name on my breed.
Yeah.
He's just resentful because he came in second on the auditions.
Yeah. He's funny, man. Those dogs are funny. I mean, they make you laugh. They make you. There's a lot of crazy stuff, but for the most part, they're good dogs, man.
Oh, and he looks like you too. So
Yeah, I know. Just resemblance is astonishing. The only thing is he does shit a lot. That's the only thing. Other than that, he's fine. Hey, the hell are you doing?
Well, doesn't it just stay mostly hot where you're at all the time?
Yeah, that's why we have to keep him inside.
Why would he shed then? We have no reason to shed.
No, they're just in general like that.
Oh, I thought you said he shit all the time.
No, shed.
Sheds, okay.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. No, he's a good dog. The only thing in the summertime, it's because he's got the little short snout. He has a hard time breathing, so he just stays mostly in the backyard if he needs to go do his necessities, and when it's like real late towards night when we take him out for a walk because he can't handle the heat.
yeah, it looks like you're having fun with him, man. That's good.
Yeah, nah, man, good dog. Well, I don't know. I'm a little disturbed by what Alan's doing.
It's
I pray for
scaring
you.
you.
I pray for you. You're muted. Muted. Unmute, brother.
You're still muted.
Not according to my side.
Okay, now you're unmuted. Congratulations.
Oh, well, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
All righty. That's a great
It's
philosophy.
a good motto. It's a good motto.
That is.
No, what I just noticed is I lost a pen. Somehow it popped out.
Yeah. And what color is it? Red?
Yeah, I've got red. I got red tabs on them, but they're number 3 pins. No idea where it went. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
I always buy extras of that stuff, man. I tend to lose mine, and I'm in a dark freaking garage. Can you imagine where you're at?
Yeah, and I do have more, but currently it's in the box in the storage case that my entire computer stack is sitting on. This was
Well,
a
that
throw it
does not
together
help
so that I could be at the press during the show.
Oh,
And
okay.
unfortunately,
Jamie, you remember what Willie's dog was named? I don't remember.
all my spares are down in that bottom case there. So I've got them. I just meh.
I'll think of it in a minute.
You don't have good flashlight nearby. Sometimes just by putting the light on it shines it, be able to see where you're at. That's what I did. And then get one of those blinding Milwaukee lights. I was able to find all kinds of stuff. Like, oh, hey, look, there's some stuff here I was missing. Yeah, but that's good stuff. How are things going with you, Daniel? Is everything good with you? How's your health?
Oh, it's doing good, man.
Yeah.
Ever since I had that SI surgery and stuff, a
Mhm.
lot of the pain's gone down. My blood pressure's gone down. So I'm out there
That's a blessing.
now working to get the stamina and muscle strength in my lower body back going.
No, just take it easy, man. You know.
Oh heck no! I'm doing competitions now. At least
Are
once a
you
month.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to church today,
Did you?
and yeah, one of the guys said, "Hey, so you did a competition last week. How did that go?" I said, "I accomplished both my goals. I did not disqualify, and I did not come in last." He looked right at me and said, "Oh, there was a girl shooting too."
I got you, bro.
And I
Got you.
said, "Hey, not only did I beat her, but I beat the guy that disqualified." But I don't care about whatever place, yeah, a loser. Uh, but it's just out there. I out there spending the whole day shooting, having fun without the pain. And the only
Yeah.
thing I have go wrong is just muscle fatigue. And I'm used to that. I mean, just work up the muscle again.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad you're doing okay. That's
Yeah.
We got another shoot coming up the 27th, Crawford.
Yeah. Yep. Right now, it's going to be a toss up if I'm going to be there or not, because sometime in the next 5 to 10 days, I'm actually going to get to go down to Georgia, pick up my daughter, and bring her home on leave because she's got her orders and everything now. She's going to be going up to Alaska.
oh my
I'll
gosh,
be-
he's going to Richardson.
No, that one in the middle, she's going to that one Ranger unit as support.
With the
and
25th.
comms. The 25th is in there somewhere, but I mean, they stood up a Ranger unit like the 11th or 111th, something like that. But she's going there, going to be comm support.
Oh, she's a 68 whiskey, or I'm not 68 whiskey. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
31?
I was in the
Bravo?
Navy. We don't do that stuff.
Oh, so
She's gonna be carrying around a radio or back in the rear saying repeat message.
Oh, she's a commo then, right? She's in commo.
Yeah.
She's signal.
Yeah, 11th. Yeah, Big P's got it. The 11th Airborne Division.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck that. I don't like Alaska. I did the cold weather training there. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to do it anymore.
I would have loved to have seen that, you in cold weather training.
Oh, you say, man, Ohio is beautiful. Ohio usually gets colder than parts of Alaska during the winter.
Up where you're at.
It can get pretty cold up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys up there in that corner get all that
Yeah,
lake
up here
effect.
by the lake. Oh yeah, dude, it gets bad.
I mean, we get a
Yeah,
touch of it, but it just it comes down and skims us and then blasts you.
Yeah, Scotsman lives in the snow belt. I live in the okay, it's snowing today area, and you're down there by the river, aren't you?
No, huh?
You're not down by the river?
No,
I thought you was down by Cincinnati,
no.
the capital of Kentucky.
No, he don't live in a van down by the river anymore.
No, I live in
Oh.
a shack. I upgraded.
Oh man, he got himself a little house. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Nah.
And I got a shed out back.
Oh, go ahead with your bad self. You're all over like hot cheese on nachos, man.
That's right, man. That's
Mm.
that's jalapenos and I'll be good.
Jalapenos, yes. Can never go wrong with them.
Hey, Jamie, question for you, sir.
Okay.
You have a good gun vice?
I do. Stand by.
Is it anything like one of these?
I have one very similar to that.
Man, I just got a little Harbor Freight tool. That works for me, bro. But that looks, man, that's fancy.
Let's see. Like that.
Oh, that kind of buys. My bad.
And I also have the Caldwell Lead Sled Solo, which works great for sighting in. Yeah,
Hey,
that's the newer, better one than the one I have.
Hey, that's nice, man. How much you pay for that sucker?
I'm not going to tell you because I'm going to send it to you, Mario.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm pretty sure I already got your address.
Damn it. Don't say that, man. I was just asking.
It's yours, I say.
Whoa.
I got one right over there, sitting on that table right there. I dig them. They're absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. They're only like $100, but this one's free to you, man.
Thanks, bro. I really appreciate it. I was not expecting that, but thank you.
See what happens when you don't pick on Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Madison. It's a beautiful place.
And Green Bay.
No, Kurt
No,
Lake.
I've never been to Green Bay, but I've been to Madison, and I thought Madison was really beautiful. I also like the University of Wisconsin. Their campus is really beautiful.
Mario, seriously, I've never been farther north than Washington, D.C., buddy. I wouldn't know.
Really? Yeah.
I've been as far west as Houston, Texas,
Oh, man.
and Oklahoma. I've been to Oklahoma a couple of times.
Oklahoma's nice.
So I'm confined to this southeast region, I guess.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. South is beautiful.
I have this OCD problem. You see,
What is the OCD problem?
there was a movie called Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
In that, Steve Martin said Oklahoma. And so every single time I hear the name Oklahoma, the only thing I can think of is Steve Martin's character in the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels going, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Sorry, it just... back to your previously viewing program.
Actually,
I've never been to the Midwest states. I've been to LA. I've been
Yeah,
all
you're
across.
not missing much in LA, bro. Place
No, I
sucks.
wasn't. I've been all across the southern states, all the way up to all the states from Wisconsin and Illinois, and all the way up to Syracuse, New York,
Hmm.
Shazy, New York. I've been to Shazy, New York. That's pretty far up there.
Yeah.
All the way down to Key West.
Oh, that's another place I really want to go because my wife loves Miami, but then I told her, okay, we got to compromise because I want to go to Key West. If you want to go to Miami, we could do that.
You know what Key West is now? It's not
Uh,
what you see in the pictures. Key
no,
West
but
is restaurants built on stilts out into the water.
really,
The only beaches there's a couple beaches that the bars own, that if you're frequenting the bar restaurants you can go on the beach. But
mm,
most of the beaches down there are now private.
How about
really,
the Navy
Yep.
base? Navy base still down there?
I'm sure it is. I mean,
Most
the
likely,
military.
but
Yeah, the
all it
military
is
doesn't.
it's Wendy's and Taco Bell's and CVS pharmacies,
Oh, are you
and they're building
serious?
them on stilts out into the water.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I just want to experience it, just say I was there, kind of thing.
So what
Just
happened
make
with
a
the
day
Green
trip.
Parrot and Sloppy Joes and all that?
it's still there, but it's just so packed in. It's just there's no room. There's no room to breathe there anymore. When I lived down in Lauderdale back in the early '90s, we'd ride our bikes down there, and it was nice.
Wait a
This
minute, you
last
rode your bikes all the way across the bridge to go down to Key West?
Yeah,
That's a long ride.
we're
Pedal
bikers.
bikes or motorcycles? Pedal bikes or
Motorcycles.
motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yo,
See,
you're
when I
not a
was stationed in San
motorcyclist.
Diego.
You're not a motorcyclist, so you hear that word bike and you think of this.
Yeah.
No.
See, when I was stationed in San Diego, we used to have to go to Key West about 4 or 5 times a year, 2 weeks at a time, and do drug interdiction.
Were you guys that
Oh,
slopped up?
Huh?
Were you guys that slopped up on drugs?
No, drug interdiction. So we'd work
yeah,
one day,
yeah,
then we'd be off the next day, and we'd be out fishing and
yeah,
snorkeling.
yeah. So as much as the Navy likes to talk crap about the Coast Guard, they were doing the Coast Guard's job. That's what that was.
Yeah. It was in an E2. We were in the Hawkeye, so we would track all the airplanes and boats and stuff and coordinate with the Coast Guard. The locals would shoot at our airplanes. There's something
Yeah,
wrong there,
the Hawkeye
Alan.
is an impressive plane, man. It really is.
Yeah. Alan,
Well,
there's something wrong
Yeah.
besides you're being
Your
muted.
your seating is horrible, sir. Plunk test. I learned that from Jamie.
Yep. Always double check your loads. Always double check your loads. That right there, that ain't gonna fly. That's really crappy camera is what the hell that is. But yep, that projectile is barely even in that case, but it's in there slightly. Always double check your loads.
Did you short stroke it, Alan?
Not quite exactly sure what happened there. It's almost like she skipped the press process. It's almost like she just completely skipped getting pressed into the case.
Take the bullet out that's behind it on your press and pull that one too, because you might only have a light charge.
It's all in it was in the bucket already.
Watch
I
out for
was
squibs.
dropping it. I was dropping it into the case checker.
Yeah, I'd pull all of those.
Yeah, that one looks like you didn't pull it all the way.
Yeah. Or just listen to something that goes, "Poink." Shoot them in your gun one bullet at a time.
Boy, I hate when that happens.
Hey, got a question for you guys. You guys know how Midway and I think there's other retailers that do that that sell the factory bullets. I guess they pull them and resell the bullets. Um, you guys ever think that the prices that you get for those are really worth it? Compared to just going and buying factory rounds.
I've bought pulled bullets before. I didn't have a problem with it.
It all depends on the deal. If you can get a good deal on it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really considered factory seconds. I mean, honestly, there's been a lot of guys on YouTube that have sent me cast bullets and whatnot, and then on top of that, I kind of had a thing for Barry's bullets, still kind of do, and so I accumulated a lot of different Barry's bullets, and now it just depending upon what I'm doing. I'll just reach around the back here. I got, a couple of boxes of just a few boxes of Hornadies. Yeah, these are a lot more expensive than the berries. But berries is generally inexpensive for what they are, and other than that, I don't know if I'd even really go. Why waste my time with something that's a completely inferior projectile? It takes me long enough to load the shit.
And that point's even exaggerated when you consider the price and the availability of primers now.
All right, almost that time, so we'll start going through the room. Gene, what you got, brother?
Well, let's see. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Always love coming on the chat. Let's say I got work this week. Got some more videos to try to get done. Looking forward to seeing Jamie's 1,000 subscribers celebration. I'm going to be kicking in something on that. I'm not sure what, but it will be something reloading component wise, seeing that I work at a place. It's just about not sure which way to go with it. So I may have to call you, Scotsman, and go over some ideas. But looking forward to that. Hopefully that comes here very soon for our loved brother up there above me. Other than that, man, thanks for having me on. And, man, always remember to keep blowing the smoke.
Awesome. Always appreciate it, man. Daniel, what you got?
Well, let's see. I'm either going to do one or two things here next weekend. Either one, I want to be up doing a shoot up there with Chris from the 740 and Hot Pot, and maybe that guy from Spectre Solutions or whatever might be there, along with some other fine people. But thanks for having me on. And remember, if any of you folks out there are not subscribed to JH586, subscribe to him. He's not going to put a bunch of stupid stuff out there. When he puts it out there, it's going to be good. And I want to contribute to this. So we'll have a drawing here, and I will send. Maybe you doing it. I'll say give it to Scotsman so he can send it out to you. A box of Jiffy cornbread.
Big spender.
Oh yeah, big time, big time. Jamie, what you got, man?
Guys, I appreciate all these videos. Y'all are just overwhelming me. And I hear people say so many nice things, and I'm like, well, who in the world are they talking about? Do they not know me? Anyway, I appreciate all the effort. I appreciate y'all having me on here. I'm going to be giving something away. Now, while we've got a second, Scotsman's giveaway is for VRs only. So if you want to be in the drawing for these prizes, you have to do a VR. I personally am going to do something for a subscriber, and we'll do that either on here or on Georgia Shooting Connection, which comes on Friday nights at 8:00. Check us out. Thank you.
Awesome. Always good to see you, man. And we'll get you that 1,000 here soon, and hopefully bump the numbers up on the Georgia chat as well. So awesome. The one, the only Battle Bean. What you got, man?
Well, first of all, thank you, Scotsman, for inviting me. It's good to see all my friends, not only inside chat but also in the panel. Miss you guys, and appreciate all the positive stuff that I got in my last video. This upcoming week is going to be a top one for me, guys. If you guys can, just go and put a flag on a veteran grave, and just remember those that are no longer with us. Just understand that freedom is not free, guys. There's always a price to pay for everything. So yeah, it's gonna be a difficult week for me, but we'll get through it. And I know that if I ever get into a point where I need to talk to somebody, I can talk to any of you guys in here and some of you guys in the side chat. So much love. That's all I got, guys. Have a good week.
Awesome, man. Good to see you. Good to have you on. And yeah, you need something, just holler at us. We're all here for you, man. With that being said, I appreciate everyone out there. We had lots of good conversation, lots of good chat in the side chat as well. And let's get Jamie to that 1,000. That's going to be pretty big. And then Alan, take us out right, brother.
Oh, sorry. Something about my car's extended warranty. It's been a good chat for me. Thank you everybody that has joined in. Side chat, great panel. We had the sexiest man on YouTube, the oldest man on YouTube, the dim-wittest man on YouTube, and I'll let you all fight over which one that was. I plan on having no videos come out this week. It is what it is, folks. When you do what I do, you're not allowed to talk about the things that you do. So with that, I do want you to continue to remember to keep your magazines loaded and one in the chamber.